Hello everyone, Platinum here back in the video, and today, I asked you to send me your mechs, and I'm gonna rate them. I mean, there can't be that many mechs. I mean, like, uh, oh snap. The first mech we have today is an awesome croc, it's Croc's, cousin, I think. I love the overall design. I love the neon spikes and the tail's awesome. I'd say just make the tusks a little bit thicker and maybe add something on the back of his head because it seems a little empty. Overall, I love the mech, and I'm not gonna write anything because I don't feel like it. So yeah, awesome mech. Next up is an awesome, it's the Ghidorah from the Earth Godzilla movie. I love the overall size of it and the design and the roaring. I just don't like the mix between blocky and smooth. Overall, epic mech. I, this is just Obsidian Fury with a chain and a baseball bat. I mean, that's pretty cool. The next one is a work in progress dragon. I love the head. It's so good, but one thing I'd change, I don't like gold. That's my preference, but if you like gold, it's fine. I don't like the shape of the horns. They look like bananas, but the eyes and the mouth, it's very awesome. Very good mech. What does ghoul mean? I just said like goo or ghoul. This is the Armored Titan from Attack Titan. I love the face, but the body's just kind of, it just kind of throws it off, but the face is really awesome. So if you can make the body smooth, it was a pretty cool mech. Right here we have a super awesome mech. It's like a lava or like a... It looks like the Red Cliff Warrior from Roblox packages. But anyways, I love the neon hammer. One thing I'd change is just make the arms a little bit slimmer because they seem a little bit too beefy and the fingers are too skinny. But I love the face. This person says it's their first mech. If that's your first mech, you must be a god. But I would change the length of the legs. They just seem too long. But I love the color scheme and the overall design of the mech, and I love the old style of the mech without a head. I'm guessing this is unfinished, but it's a Godzilla, I think. But I love the shaping of it, and just, I think the eye looks a little bit derpy, but I just love the shaping, and add some teeth in there, it'll make him look really nice. This guy looks like he's from outer space. I love the color scheme, and I just love the face as well. It looks so robotic, but I don't like the mix between the granite and titanium and gold all at once. Maybe just like select one of the one of the blocks. But I'll be honest, I do love the swords. This looks like a toxic wasteland croc, like he's from like a nuclear explosion. I love the horns and the neon spikes, but I just changed, the body looks a little bit too long. But overall, awesome mech. I love the neon spikes, and maybe add some spikes on the tail. I don't even know that this is like a two-headed awesome mech with like a plus shield. My opinion, I would personally pick one of the two, like either blue or red, or maybe actually turn them both green, the same color as the plus shield. It'll fit the scheme, the color scheme of the mech a lot better. But I do love the concept of the two-headed mech, or maybe it just has, or maybe it's like that's the eye and that's just like two rockets on it. Anyways, awesome mech. I like the green. I mean, that's a cat. I mean, it's a cat. I like the eyes. The eyes are very well done. The ears are pretty okay. I would probably scale them back because ears don't reach the back of the head. The arms are a bit short, but I do like the legs, though. It's pretty funny. Not gonna lie. It's funny in a good way. Alright, so this is like a pumpkin mech. I think I did a tutorial on this. I don't like this. I don't like... It's blocky. I love your build, but I was just a bad builder back then. I'm sorry. But I do love the things that you've added, like the bone sword, and you gave him two heads. I mean, the more the head, the more intelligence, I guess. More brain power. Alright, now with this one, I love the head shape. The head shape nailed the crocodile vibe, but he doesn't have a neck. So I would advise to maybe chop his head off, bring it forward, pistons, and add a neck. I do love the awesome swirly design of the neon, though, and I do love the side rocket. Very good mech. I barely made it, like, anywhere. Anyways, the next mech... I mean, that's the legs are very impressive. Oh, it's a mini mech gang. I didn't realize that. That's a very cool mech. I gotta be honest, I really do like it. But the legs just look so detailed, but the torso is just kind of like isn't. So I'd suggest putting more detail into the shoulder pads and torso. If you finish it, very cool mini MG. We have a Minecraft mech. I love the texture art. I mean, textured. What is it called? Pixel art? Yeah. And on the face is so good, and the shield's awesome. So is the diamond sword. But there's just one little piece of dynamite that's missing. It's kind of throwing it off. But and the gaps are quite big, so maybe you can scale this in a little bit and make it look more smooth. Anyways, I love the mech. Very cool Minecraft mech. Alright, this is Rodin, I'm pretty sure, from the Godzilla movies. He looks awesome. I love the wings, and I mean, the talons are a little bit too long, but you know, that's easy to fix, and his body is quite flat. Otherwise, epic mech, cylinder head. Yes. It's cool, it's cool. This is the Warhammer Titan from Attack on... We got a lot of Attack on Titans. It's quite accurate, actually, but one thing I'd change, the Attack on Titans are usually quite humanoid, and the shoulders come up a bit too much, so maybe you can trim it down to around there. Anyways, awesome mech. I love the head and the hammer. It's really awesome. The rest of the body also looks fine. Alright, the next one, we have a purple looking mech. This is like a purple mech. It has like 4 legs. I'm assuming there's a leg. Yeah, you can see in the shadow there's another leg. I love like the shaping on it, and the 4 legs are just awesome. But the top is a little bit confusing, so maybe add some more like eyes or detail, or maybe like a windscreen. Anyways, awesome mech. I love the feet. This mech has a name I cannot pronounce, but I gotta say, this mech is awesome. Like, the details and the color scheme is what I love most about it. The dual lightsaber things and the dual laser cannons. But the mech do be looking kinda thick with those curves. Oh, yeah! And here we can have a back view, I'm pretty sure. You can see the double swords in more action and the laser beam shooting off into the distance. I love the back details as well. Very cool mech. Here we have a Gundam. I think it's RX-78 too. It's a really awesome mech, and the face is pretty accurate, but the shoulder pads actually cover the arms. The shoulder pads are wider than the arms. The torso is a little bit too wide, so maybe bring that in, and the legs are a bit too short. Otherwise, I do like the head a lot, and the waist is also very accurate. Oh my goodness, it's an army of burger mechs. Oh my goodness, they all have swords and they're ready to fight for the burger army. I would say that that mix of pixel art and actual thing is a bit of throwing off, so maybe make it more 3D to make the burger army more threatening. Otherwise, awesome. It's not a mech, it's like a mech army. Alright, this picture's not quite big, so I can't see it, but it's Dim Slayer from Dim. I love the gun and the sword. It's an awesome thing, but this leg right here, what's going on there? Is that supposed to be like that? Yeah, this leg's like kind of turned. But anyways, I do like the mech. It's kind of off-centered around this bit, but it's a very cool mech anyways. So this mech is quite small. So I do love the head and the legs and the arms, and the sword is pretty cool. It's like a wacky stick. But I would suggest that you don't color the head black. Either color the head the same color as steel, or color the entire body black to make it like fit, because at first I thought that was the eye, but then I saw the head. So yeah, but awesome mech. I love the core as well. Oh my goodness, what's going on? So we have like a pumpkin mech with like a missile on top, quite big hands and two feet. This looks like my Gundam tutorial, but the arms are completely different. It's quite a cool concept. I love how you use the pumpkin head for the actual head. The shoulder plates are just a little bit flat, and the arms are a bit too thick. Otherwise, the mech is pretty cool, not gonna lie. This one is Happy Boy. He looks very happy, I'll be honest. The face is off-centered. Maybe make the Happy Boy a little bit more centered, because it looks like you just kind of... So, yeah, but I don't want to get punched by the hand. Please stay away. This is Neon Emperor Blitz. He has chainsaws. What? They spin? And he has 2, like, wing things and a lot of neon. I love it. It's an awesome mech concept, but I feel like I'm gonna go blind. But it's a very cool mech. I love it. This one's called Crimson Magma. I love the red and the orange and the gray mixed together, and the dual sword. We've seen a few of those, and the shield. Awesome mech. It looks awesome, but I just say change the head a little bit, because the head looks like, I don't know, it just kind of looks like it doesn't belong, but I do love the body, and the posability is awesome. This is RX-0 Unicorn Gundam. It's an awesome mech, but I don't think it's finished yet, because the legs are a bit skinny. But how it's going so far, it's really cool, but the antennas are a little bit low down, maybe like making them more up, like that. And the beam saber is pretty cool, but I'd say make it like a more vibrant pink, because the beam sabers are usually like a very vibrant pink. I'd say continue with this. It looks really cool. This is Molten Obliterator. I love the power core, and the shorts is actually pretty cool as well. I just say add some more detail on the arms. I love the sword as well, and the feet are very cool, and maybe add some more detail on the head. I love it. I've actually fought this mech before. This is Lancelot the Third or something. I fought him in my mini mech versus big mech video. He killed me. But I love this mech so much. Oh my gosh, the color scheme's awesome. The head is awesome. I just say that the back is kind of smooth and it just kind of throws the style off. But I love the shield and the swords. There isn't really anything negative to say about this mech other than like make the shoulder pads a little bit bigger because it looks like they're part of the arms. Very cool mech. Alright, with this mech, we didn't get a really good angle, but it looks like Gundam a stray red sword, and I think it's really awesome. I love the color scheme. I can't get over how much I love this color scheme. It's so good. I might actually use it. But anyway, anyways, I'd say make the antennas a little bit thicker. Otherwise, very awesome mech. Oh my gosh, it's a kaiju! Run! So this is Otachi. I love Otachi. He's my favorite kaiju from the series. He's my favorite. I would say the tail is a bit tubey, like it's a little bit round, and it should like go like that, like triangle, and like go smaller as it goes. But I love the arms and the head. The head opens and it like opens up its mouth, and it's so cool. I love it. Keep up the good work. I fought this guy a few times. This is the Lava Gator. I can feel the heat from here. The neon looks, it fits with the style, but I just say that the mix between the neon and the normal orange kind of throws it off. But I do love the legs. The legs are very cool. So, yeah, and the head is also really cool, and I love the two eyes. Oh, a new mech has just been added. This is Diamond RBX's mech. He's a YouTuber. I love this mech. I love the mohawk. I told him to add a mohawk, but it's not really what I meant by a mohawk. Give me a second. Diamond, this is what I meant by a mohawk. I didn't mean like an actual black mohawk. Anyways, I do love it. It's actually a really good mech, surprisingly, but the eyes are a bit far apart. Maybe bring them closer together. Was I recording that whole time? That must have been embarrassing. This is Obsidian Alita. I can't count that. That's too much dynamite for me to even see, but wow. I love the... I guess I don't really like the granite. I'm not a big fan of it, but I love how much weaponry is on that thing. I can't beat that thing. Jeez. Now this is Lurker. Oh my gosh, this is such a cool mech. I mean, the torso is awesome. The head is awesome. It's very wide thighs, but the legs are awesome. I love the weapon as well. The weapon's like a giant axe. I'd say add a little bit more detail in it, just because it just kind of looks like a giant primal axe. But I do love the style you're going for. Good job. Now this is Giratina. Giratina is probably one of my most favorite Pokemon. I love the shape of the head, and the neck is pretty thick. But I do like the legs as well. I'll be honest, the collars I'm not a big fan of. They're kind of scaled and they look lazy. But the head is very cool. This is Rayquaza! I love Rayquaza. He's also one of my favorite legendary Pokemon. This is a very awesome looking Rayquaza, and I love the head as well. I just say, I guess when you get Skeletal, maybe you can smoothen these out a little bit because they look kind of blocky. But yeah, awesome mech. This is Romeo Blue. He was in my giant kaiju video. This mech, I love the mech. I love how he's mixed mini block with big block, I guess you can call it. There isn't really anything I changed about the mech. It looks really awesome. I do love the mech. Very awesome mech. This mech is just called Schwerter. I don't... I guess... I mean, the legs look kind of weird with the spikes, but I do like the head and the two cannons. Very cool mech. Now, this is an awesome mech. This is Romeo Blue, but like a big version. Oh my gosh, I love this mech so much. It looks so cool. And this is the best view. This mech is awesome. I love it. It's very micro block, and the shaping is awesome. But is it just me, or the arms kind of plain? I don't know. Maybe that's just the mech itself, but you know, you can maybe spice that up a little bit. And the fingers are very huge and very wide. Otherwise, I do love the head. This is like a purple Gundam Astray. I love Gundam Astray. He's one of my favorite Gundams. I actually have him on my shelf as a Gunpla kit. He's master grade. Anyways, I love the head and the spider legs, I think. The like giant beams are on his back or something. I don't know. The beam sabers are very cool. And I do love the legs as well. It doesn't look like they're even connected to each other, but I guess they are. Maybe add the triangle things that go on the faceplate. Just look up Gundam and you'll see it, trust me. This is Shark Mech. Shark Mech is very cool. I like Shark Mech. His nose is just very pointy. Do not touch his nose, you might get hurt. Anyways, I'd say the fins, I know the fins are split, but make it less obvious that they're split. Anyways, awesome mech, and I'd also say make this fin a tad bit bigger, and this fin a tad bit smaller. Very cool mech. All right, this is just straight up a mech gang going for a surf, man. Small boy, my greatest enemy. What? He's not my enemy. He didn't just kill me 500 times in Mech Battle Sunday. I'm actually giving you my actual feedback. I'd say paint the dynamite sticks. It looks kind of, eh. Or maybe you can cover the tops or something. I don't know. The neon blocks are a bit too square, but I do like the cannons on top. This is Saber Athena. I love Saber Athena. I've built Saber Athena. Saber Athena is weak because I don't know why I made Saber Athena so weak. Anyways, I do like the Saber Athena. I just say that the chest and the head are a little bit. The white squares look a little bit too scaled. Otherwise, great mech, and it also looks kind of uneven. But anyways, very cool. Okay, I'm running out of time, and I've like barely even dented it. I think I'll just. I'm gonna start like going as quick as I can. I'm gonna change this. I like this. Awesome. Yes. Red Nightwalker. I love the lasers, and I love the two mechs behind it. Legs are a little bit too thin. I love it. This looks like a Gundam. I love the color scheme, and I love the head. The shoulder plates are also very cool, but it looks like there's a little bit of a mess going on here, so maybe fix that up, and the leg spread is a little bit too wide. Otherwise, I do like the chest and the head. This is a version of Croc. It's an orange Croc. I do like the horn on top, and I love the spikes going down. I just say that change the color of the feet because they throw it off the color scheme. This is a mech Orca. It's Orca Prime. I do love the color scheme, and the neon is pretty awesome, but I just say that these don't seem very fitting, like the random blocks placed everywhere, but I do like the head. This mech is called Nacho. He has a very big stick, and if I touch it, I feel like I'm gonna explode instantly. His head is quite cool as well, but I just say add a little more detail on the mech and make it look very good. This is Goldenrod. All I have to say, I don't like the granite. I'm just a big hater of granite. I don't like it as material. But I mean, it does look kind of good on this mech. I just say make the T a little bit more neon. This is B by Spinix. Or bad Nix. What? Egg. Oh my gosh. That's one leg. How's it standing? Oh, it looks like a pancake, man. I mean, the eyes are pretty cool, though. This is Gypsy Avenger from the new Pacific Rim movie. Pacific Rim 1 was better. What? Is it the mech gang tutorial? No, I don't think so. I do like it. The arm blades are very cool, and the fingers are alright, I guess. But it looks like it's hanging on a little bit, so maybe it made it look a little bit more smoother. I like the head, though. This is an awesome crocodile mech looking thing. I love the ball and chain, but the legs are a little bit too long, and he has no neck. But I do like the spikes and the ball and chain. I especially like. This mech is called Alpha Omega. I love the head, but the body just seems a little bit scaled, like a little bit too scaled. But I do like the wings on the back. Are those wings? And the missiles on the arms. Godzilla! Oh, Godzilla! Oh, Godzilla! Very epic. This is Dark Matter Exia. He has a claw that grabs and destroys. No way. And it doesn't look finished, but how it's going so far is very cool. I like the legs a lot. This is like a giant walking mech. I don't have anything bad to say about it. It's awesome. This is Comically Long Sword Man, also Crusader Man, but that's a dumb name. Who would name Crusader Man? Comically Long Sword Man. Did I stutter? So I love the comically long sword. Another thing I like is the comically long sword. I mean, the shield is the comically long sword. This is Burning Gundam for, I think, Build Fighters. I actually have Denial Gundam from that same series, so I love Burning Gundam. The swords are quite short, though. Maybe make them a little bit longer, but the legs are quite long, and I like that. This is a mini mech. The swords are uneven, but I like the head. The head is cool, and the feet are also very cool. I'd say maybe this is blue, and maybe change that to titanium. This is like a fire mech. I actually really like this mech. He sent it to me earlier, and I think it's really awesome. But I just say make the head a little bit shorter because it seems a little bit long. But I do like the torsos. This looks like Gundam Exia, but like mini version. I love the shaping on this mech. I just say the head, change the head a little bit, and the feet are quite big. Otherwise, I do like the mech. The TNT look makes it look kind of bad though, so maybe remove the TNT and just add more dynamite. This is Aurora Sarabande or something. The sword, I love the trail the sword gives off. Is that for torches? That's very talented. And I'd say the dress has a few gaps, so maybe fill those in. And I'd say the head just seems kind of flat. Otherwise, I like the sword, and I just like the shaping overall. This is Storm Trinity, also known as Storm Trinip, and I love the hammer. The hammer is very cool, and the lasers are probably my favorite part. But I'd just say, I mean, the laser cannons are like round, and the body's blocky. I just think it's kind of weird, but I like the shaping, and the legs are just kind of thin to hold up this thick chest plate. This mech is awesome. This is Knifehead from Pacific Rim. He doesn't get enough love. Give Knifehead love. I love the mech so much. Oh my goodness. But aren't these second heads coming out of the chest or something? Anyways, I love the head as well. The head looks so scary and awesome. Oh my goodness, he mixed Croc with my T-Rex tutorial. That's actually quite cool. But the eyes look like they're looking off in the distance. He looks very derpy. Maybe make them look this way. Oh, is it Death Gundam? I can't remember the name, but I was actually planning on getting this Gundam. It looks so cool. Oh my goodness, I love the scythe, but I just say the wings are a little bit blocky, and I think his wings are a bit bigger. Anyways, cool mech. This is a custom mech, and I just say the T on the head looks a little bit off-centered, but I like the swords. The legs are a bit skinny, but I do like the design on the chest plate. Here's this Colossal Titan. Oh my goodness, that's huge. I actually really like this, but it just seems that the upper bodies are really good, but the feet are just a little bit lazy, and the legs. But I love the head so much, and the wool is so cool. Is that wool? I can't remember the names of the wolves, like Wool Marrier or something. I probably just offended so many Attack on Titan fans. This is like a little blocky mech. I love the color scheme, but maybe make him a bit more detailed, and maybe paint the weapon. This looks like a Mega MK. Oh my goodness, he looks awesome. But I would say the legs. I mean, you need to add the I don't know what it's called, but it's the thing in between the legs and connecting the legs to the torso. He doesn't have one of those, so I think he needs one. But the arms are very awesome, and I do like the head. This is Barbatos from Gundam series. Cool Gundams. The mech in the background is pretty cool as well, but we're focusing on Barbatos. The fingers, I can't build fingers. You build fingers better than me. I'd say this part is a little bit messy, but I do like the shoulder plates and the chest plate overall. This is the Green Viking. The only thing I would have to say is maybe the neon's a bit too bright, but I do like everything else. And the weapon, maybe make it a little bit more detailed. This is the MK2. This is G's tutorial, so I mean, I'm just kind of like rating G's tutorial, I guess. I'd say the pistols look very awesome, but they don't really do their job. They're more used to smack people, I guess. I just say the fingers are quite big, but I think it's just part of the design. I'd say the head. I've always had mixed feelings about mech heads. I mean, the head looks cool, but I'd just say maybe add a little bit more shape to it. But the fingers I do like. I do like the whole beefy design of it. This is like a blue and black mech. I love the color scheme like a lot, and the sword is very cool. But maybe put the dynamite inside the sword because it kind of kills the shape of the sword. This mech is called Lego. He does look like he's made of Lego. He's very colorful. I love these swords, but I don't like the rusty metal on the side. But I'd say the torso and the legs are also very good. I like the missiles too. This is Omega Fighter, trademarked. And I have nothing to say, but I mean, I don't like granite again. But the chest is very long, but I do like the head and the weapons. The weapons are probably my personal favorite. Legs here real? No way. Real. This is Blue Unicorn Man, also known as Blue Little Man. I would say the sword is not comically long. That's gotta be minus points. But I mean, the sword is very good shaping. I'd say the mech gang symbols are, I mean, I guess the colors of them don't fit the overall mech. But I do like the shape of the legs. The legs are very cool. But the head, I mean, I don't know what's going on with the head there, heart, my man. But the hands, the arms are this part right here. I really like the shaping. This is a stray red Ghost Gundam, and oh my goodness, I love the legs, the detail on the legs and on the chest plate. I mean, the arms, everything I just like, and the sword. I mean, the sword is okay, I guess, but I just say Please change the head. The head doesn't really look like a Gundam that much, but I gotta say I do love the detail. Not gonna lie, this is one of my favorite images on the entirety of the internet. This is an unfinished mech that does something cool. Whoa, no way. Very epic. This mech I don't know the name of, but he is black, red, and filled with awesomeness. His arm is cut off, but I mean, I like the sword though. It's a very small sword. This is RX-78-2 Gundam again. The mech is really cool, but I guess the feet and the lower legs are lacking detail. But I like the shield, the gun, and the head is very accurate. By far one of the best creations on Build-A-Bear, I'll be honest. That's my word. This is yet another mock mech from G's tutorial. I like the head, the detail on the head. But it looks kind of like scaled a bit, and this is very thin. Maybe beef that up a little bit. Otherwise, I like the torso. I do agree, Dino is very epic. I guess the neck is quite long, and the body's quite flat. But I do like the legs and how you blended the legs in with the torso. Now I think about it, if you remove the legs, it'll look like a car chassis or something. This is Metagross from Pokemon. The legs are awesome, but I just say the body's kind of like scaled and lazy. But otherwise, I mean, the face is pretty cool though. This is like a cowboy, it's a cowboy with a hammer. That's very awesome. I gotta be honest. I guess the hat is a little bit off-centered, and why is there dynamite all over him? But the hammer is very cool. I think it's a hammer, anyways. Oh my goodness, it's the Floofy Poofy Gundam! Yay! Comically long swords version 2. Those swords are huge. Anyways, I love the Floofy Poofy on the head, but the legs are a bit like skinny, I guess, to hold up the mech. But I love the chest. This mech is not weird at all, as he said. The missiles, I love how many missiles he has, and the shaping is quite cool. But the arms are quite big there. This is Macross VF1 Valkyr. This is such a cool and awesome looking mech. The shaping's awesome. But I would say that the legs are quite long, and the torso and he has no waist, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But I mean, granite. I don't like granite. But I would say I love the pirate symbol. Wow, that is a lot of deltas. Wait, that's Trinity. I guess they can have different names though. This is yet another Warhammer Titan. I love the muscles and the awesome little hammer, but the head is a bit big, but otherwise very awesome. Oh my, whoa, that's an awesome Mechagodzilla. Maybe finish the arms and they'll look awesome. And I guess it's a very cool mech, but he doesn't have any toe claws. Yet another mock mech from Jeed. I guess he's very short and stubby. This is advice for Jeed. Maybe make him taller, and I guess I love the armoring though. The armoring is so cool, and the shaping on the chest is just magnificent. This is like a blue and gray mech. I love the little tiny lasers on the back, and the feet. I love the feet and like the angles and the skirt as well. The skirt is really awesome. But I mean, the chest is pretty good as well, but I guess the head just seems kind of plain. The penguin mech. I love the head, but it looks like he's wearing like a visor. He has really awesome axe, but I guess give it more detail, I guess. I like the little fluffy chest as well. Now this is probably like one of the best Gundams I've seen. This is Barbatos, also Barbatos Lepus Rex, I think. I have a lot of things to say about this. So I love the head, first of all. The head is awesome. The arms are also quite good. I love the long claw fingers. And the shoulder plates, I mean, the shoulder plates are pretty okay, I guess. I didn't really have anything to say about the chest or like the torso or anything regarding the torso. But the leg spread is a bit too wide, I guess. And maybe bring them in a little bit. And I guess the feet are also quite big, but I think it's just part of the detail. Otherwise, very good mech, but the legs just seem quite big. This guy's called Ancient Mech. He's very ancient, and he's very powerful. I like it. He's very cool. I don't really have anything to say about it. It's very cool. To finish this off, Neo Storm Delta from Mech Gang. I mean, come on, it's awesome. Thank you all for sending me your mechs. So let's just go through all the mechs we've looked at. Oh my goodness, there's so many. Anyways, thank you all for the fun, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.